My aunt. Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. There's some barking. We were having some canine difficulties and technical difficulties, but here we are. So I am Dana and I am joined here today by Robbie, who has now also become not only my part-time dishwasher, are you my full-time dishwasher? You're my full-time dishwasher. And my part-time plant waterer when I'm on vacation. He was super excited about getting another job from me. And as always, we've got Otis the old man and Rocky, who are, as usual, not getting along, but we'll do our best around here. So hi and welcome. Hi Morphine Bear, good to see you in here, and Tricky McGee TV. And Mr. Narco, I think, I don't recall seeing you in here before. At least not in chat, so welcome. And yeah, so awesome. So did you just subscribe too? Oh, so you're gonna make me spin, aren't you? You're not gonna make you spin, right?
Probably not.
Okay. So good evening, Lady Wife Confidence. Welcome in. I love your husband's stream. It's really awesome. Thanks for being here. Okay, so a couple of things. We have our Wheel of Agony over here. Can't see it. Okay. Wheel of Agony is here. And what we have today on here is we have Fresno chilies, jalapenos, ghost pepper sauce, Scotch bonnet sauce, habanero, salsa dancing, shishito peppers, serranos, and then Aladdin's girl, I don't know if she's in. Oh, hey, Aladdin's girl, you are here. Hi. And we got these from Aladdin's girl, which are extreme sour warheads. So, yeah, thank you for those. I'm not sure whether to thank you yet for them, so I'll reserve that. But they did make it. Yay. Okay. Wheel of Agony. Yep. Robbie wanted to call it the Wheel of Death when I was only one spinning it. But now if you subscribe, you can choose which one of us
so I had
spins
to downgrade
the wheel.
It. Once I got involved, I had to downgrade it from Wheel of Death.
Yes. He did not want Wheel of Death for himself. So, or you can have us play rock, paper, scissors for it. And we've done that once where both of us got the same thing on rock, paper, scissors, which meant both of us had to do what the wheel said. Anyway, so we have not tried one yet because you brought it for the Wheel of Agonies. As I said, for fun. Let's do that. Brenaire, thank you for resubscribing. Okay, so what that means is Tracy loves wine. She subscribed. I don't think she's probably in here. She's probably drinking wine. And she's a friend of mine. So we have to spin for her, and then we had Dead Battery subscribe, so thank you for that subscription. I don't know if you're in here. So we've got to spin for that, and now we've got to spin for Brenaire. And Brenaire, thank you, Brenaire. We're so glad that you are here. So you get to choose. I can spin, or Robbie can spin, or you can make us play for the spin. So, and Aladdin's girl is really rooting for warheads there. So we're going to do that. And I also just wanted to remind you guys that if you cheer, and I can't remember how many is 250, 250 cheer points, whatever
bits.
we go, bits. I'm new to Twitch. I'll get the lingo down. Since we're doing sea bass tonight, they have salmon treats, which they really, really love. So I'll throw those over there because we don't want those in our own food. So let me tell you the recipes, and then we'll spin the wheel and get those 3 spins out of the way. Tonight we're going to be...
Thanks, Brenaire.
Robbie can spin. Yay! So... tonight we're going to be doing, I was on vacation, so that's why I wasn't here. If those of you who tried, if you tried, I know a few of you did, which is kind of exciting that you were missing me, so I feel loved. But I was in Florida with my friends. We were in Naples, and we ate delicious food. We just decided that we were going to explore different restaurants than we normally go to, because it's kind of a yearly girls trip. And so I'm kind of making what some of my favorites were on that trip, or at least attempting to. So we're going to do some shrimp egg rolls, which we had at a restaurant called M Waterfront. We also had the best sea bass. Oh, Rocky wants to go outside. Hang on. We had the best sea bass at M Waterfront as well, and this is in Naples. And it came in a ginger carrot consommé. Consommé takes a very long time, and I want to do that on some other stream, so we're going to make a consommé. It's going to not quite be the same thing. And then it had goat cheese wontons in it, which were amazing. So we're going to attempt to make all that tonight, as well as we had key lime pie at multiple places, but instead of making a key lime pie, we're going to make a key lime pie martini for dessert. That'll be our drink and our dessert tonight. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And I guess it's time to spin, except that we've got to do the wheel of agony. Da, 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 da. Is that a slice of pie and a drink? It tastes like key lime pie.
It tastes just like it.
Tastes just like the key lime pie, even though the ingredients aren't the same that's in the pie. But we may have been practicing the other night. Which was great. Okay, so come on over. So Tracy had told me she was not going to make the decision of who was going to spin the wheel for hers. I don't know if Dead Battery is in here. If Dead Battery's in here, Dead Battery can choose. If not, we'll rock, paper, scissors for that too. With a reminder that if we get the same thing when we do rock, paper, scissors, both of us.
So don't copy me, please.
You copy me. I've been around longer. Okay, so we have one for Robbie. Now we got to do this twice. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, it's on 4.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4? No, I thought we were doing it on 3. Okay, we're
I'll
going to do it on 4.
I'll show her the VOD, guys.
Okay, so we'll do 4.
On 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yay.
It's 2 for Robbie. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah!
All right.
Woo! They're all 3 Robbie.
You do have one though, because of my sub. So
Oh, that's right. Robbie subbed as well. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. Drink more arsenic.
Salsa dance.
Okay, well that's easy. You're gonna do all 4 of your spins. I mean, that includes me. Habanero.
I'm good at landing on that.
Woo, he gets that a lot. There we go. Go Warheads.
You pushed the secret button, didn't you?
Go Warheads. Oh,
And
2 salsa dance. Okay, so you get a salsa dance
So
twice.
you have 1 spin.
Oh, I have 1 spin. Now it's gonna land on Warheads. No, it's on salsa dance again. That seems unfair. I'm gonna spin it again. I don't know what's happening. It feels almost like it's just going there. Scotch bonnet sauce. Okay. I think you can only do one salsa dance. I think you need to spin again, or do a Warhead.
I'll do a Warhead.
Okay.
Len's girl's in here. I'll do a Warhead.
All right.
Fine. So
What?
I'm
Pick
trying,
one.
I'm trying to think which I should do first, though. Spicy or sour?
I know. Is there? I mean, that one was in there just because Robbie hates to dance in front of people.
Is it the whole thing or was it half?
That one's little. I think
Oh,
you need to
okay.
eat the whole thing. I mean, what do you guys think? Don't you think you should eat the whole thing? And she likes something to drink.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
This is under control. Oh. Woo.
I mean, this is actually good for me because sometimes these things, like my taste buds are hard. They don't work as well for the rest of the night.
The hiccups are coming again.
So we've learned a new trick of yours. If we need you to have hiccups, get you something spicy when you're sweating. I can smell.
Would you like to do your Scotch bonnet?
I can smell that from here. Yeah.
Ooh.
So Scotch bonnet sauce. So we'll do that. You're drinking water? That's so not smart. All right. Uh-oh. Thank you, Moist Discharge. Thank you for following. All right. So there we go. Is that enough? Do you think that's enough? Here, we'll put that on there. It kind of is on the counter. All right, here we go.
Oh.
That's much worse than the ghost pepper sauce. Do you like how we're just walking around the kitchen stamping our feet?
You want to dance?
Oh, wait, I need to maybe have a little something.
It's the first time I'll dance with you while my mouth's on fire.
I think you need to do the warhead because you smell like habanero.
You're welcome.
I mean, that's not pleasant.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh.
Can you get down so they can see your face? Would you like a clean face? Here you go.
Hi, chat.
So, there you go.
Oh.
You still have it?
Ready to dance?
Yes. Now you smell like sour candy and habaneros.
You're welcome.
Just breathe above my head, would you? I wish we could have music for this. Okay, do you remember how to salsa?
Sure.
Are you going to turn me this time?
Yes.
1, 2, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Are we just going to go back and forth?
Yes. Is that enough? We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He still has the candy in his mouth, so anyway. So thank you guys. Hi, Bethany Louise. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. All right, we'll get this stuff out of the way so we can start making some things.
Where's that key lime pie martini when you need it?
Well, you haven't made it yet.
Oh.
So you let me know when you're ready to make those. But we'll first get started cooking.
All right.
So the first thing I'm going to work on is a consommé. And if you're not familiar with what a consommé is, it's really taking a broth, and when you make a broth, it's usually pretty cloudy. And so the consommé is the process by which we make it so that it's that real pretty clear that you see in the upscale restaurants. And it requires, a real consommé has egg whites and beef or chicken or some other kind of meat on it, and when you grind it all up, so it's all the vegetables and everything are ground up, and you put it in the broth and you cook it, and it creates what they call a raft on the top. You put a hole in the middle, and you take the broth as it's cooking, it's at a sub-simmer, and you take it out and you kind of keep that raft wet. But what's happening is as that liquid goes through that raft of vegetables and meat, it starts to clarify and take out all the things that are making the broth cloudy. That takes about 45 minutes to an hour of really just sitting here and doing that. So we'll do that some other time. Tonight I'm just going to make kind of a fake consommé, so it probably won't be quite as clear, especially because I'm putting tomato juice in it, but it'll still be really good as a base for our sea bass later on. No, so that's a great question, Morphine Bear. Not all soups are consommés. So consommés, you'll see it's just a clear broth. They might put something in the consommé after the consommé is done, but the consommé itself is just really clear. So when you put it in a glass, it doesn't have any murkiness to it. So that's kind of the process. So again, we're not going to make a real consommé. I think they did at the restaurant, so we're just going to fake it tonight. So the jalapenos and the candy are an odd mix for you. And just so you know, Lance Girl, he still has it in his mouth and he's still making faces over there like. like that. So it's pretty cute.
We're still working on it.
So that's the best salsa you've ever seen. You haven't seen very many salsas then, but I applaud Robbie for going to dance classes with me in the past.
We passed level 1.
We did. We passed level 1, and I was trying to teach Robbie how to dance based on spreadsheets, since he loves spreadsheets. Right?
It worked.
I said, here's your cell. You may go up a row, down a row, into a new column, next to the next column, but one foot must always stay in this cell.
And all of a sudden, I was dancing circles around you. Or not.
All right, so we are going to start with some tomato juice, some carrots. Let's see, how much carrots do I want for this? I need some lemongrass. Actually, we'll see. I need lemongrass. Woo! So this is lemongrass. I need ginger. And I'm going to need some orange juice. And I'm using beef broth. So even though this is going to be the base for the sea bass, I decided to use beef broth because that has a real good umami kind of flavor to it. So it'll give some, I hate to say beefiness, but it'll give some depth to the flavor of the consommé. So, oh, you danced for 7 years? I know when Kelsey was little, I did it when I was like a kid, and then when Kelsey was a kid, I took dance lessons after that. So she'd be there, and then I would have dance lessons. It was kind of fun. All right, so I'm not going to use a ton of carrot here, but we definitely want to peel it. And we're going to put all this stuff in a blender, other than the beef broth. This one that we're making too would also be really good as a cold soup, but we're going to heat it up. Or at least I think so. We'll see. We'll see how good it is.
I'm sure.
Or we'll lie about how good it is.
You don't lie.
I'm not very good at it. So, did you see the puppy? Is he wandering? He's right here. He's waiting for something to fall on the floor. And if you haven't met my dog yet, if you're new here, this one dog that's in the kitchen, he's a puppy, and he is a velociraptor. He always tests the system. What can I get? What can I find? So we've got some carrots, and I'm just putting them in the blender so they're pretty chunky. We're gonna take not a whole lot of this. We're gonna need to peel it. This is what lemongrass looks like if you've never cooked with it before. And it has a hard layer on the outside. We probably need about that much for how much I'm making. But we want to take that outer layer off because it's not tasty, it's very fibrous. And when you are done, you get kind of this. Did you want to set up the other camera so they can see what I'm doing over here? Or are you too busy making faces because of the sour candy? I can't do this without Robbie. He's amazing when it comes to this. I also need garlic, which you can move my stuff around. I'll find what I need. No, I'm waiting for you. Thank you. So we're going to just peel this. I'm going to take that next layer off too because it's still pretty hard. Till we get down to about that. It smells really, really good. So just kind of keep going down. It's kind of like, like if you're doing asparagus or something, you want to try and always get that really, really, it's always going to have some fibers in it, but you want to get the really fibrous parts off. Ginger. You don't need a big piece of ginger for this. I'm not going to use this whole piece. And if you have never peeled in ginger before, this is the fastest way to do it. You needed some sour for the spicy. I appreciate it. I'll probably try one a little bit later just because I actually have liked Warheads. But we'll see. How was it? Was it delicious?
I'm still enjoying it.
I think you got used to it.
Well, my mouth's not on fire anymore, so
That probably helps.
that's definitely helping.
All right, so I just want probably about an inch of ginger here that I'm also going to slice. Because again, it's going to go in here. The ginger, we're going to actually, once the soup is done, we're going to run it through like a cheesecloth and I'm blanking on the name. It's been a week. It's been a week. All right.
Strainer? Or?
It's the chinois. The chinois.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And I cleaned stuff out so I can keep some things here right by me. I'm going to put in about a cup of orange juice. I know this is sounding really weird, but it seriously was so good. We want about a half a cup of tomato juice. That's good. I'll throw that over there. And then, how are you guys doing, by the way? I'm just sitting up here talking away. I'm wondering how you guys are doing. I'm going to put a cup and a half of the beef broth in. And actually, I'm going to put this on here. Okay, it's going to get loud. Because I'm going to throw the beef broth in here. Because there's enough liquid in there. We're going to be working with some weird ingredients like salted plums. Have any of you ever worked with salted plums before?
Never. Oh, good. There's a louder setting.
So as you can see, this is never actually going to be really clear. I don't think the one that I had in Naples had tomato in it, but it definitely had carrot and ginger in it. But I think the tomato will add a nice flavor. I'm going to need to wash that out because I'm going to need that for something in a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to get that started heating up and getting those flavors going. I'm going to put a little salt in there too because I think this may have salt in it, so I may want to. Does the beef broth have salt? Okay, I'm not going to add salt. I'll look at it later and we'll taste it and see how it's doing. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, and you're probably way more excited about this than a fake consommé, is we're going to make some shrimp egg rolls. So I've got over here, if you can see it, my oil. I'm going to start heating up my oil while we start working on making some egg rolls. I need first a bowl, and we're going to start prepping the ingredients. And since everything except for the wrap goes on the inside, we're just going to throw all of that stuff into this bowl. So the first thing we're going to put in there is, you guessed it, shrimp. So you got 2 new gadgets yesterday. What did you get? I got one, but I can't say what it is because it's for Robbie's birthday, which is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Spoiler
Which I
alert.
told him, I said, don't look in this package, and he walked right over and started to look in the package until I threw something at him.
I saw a package and I heard her say, "Open it up."
Uh-huh. Sure you did. All right, I need some cabbage. Now, if you're making these yourself, if for some reason one day instead of buying pre-made egg rolls, you're like, I'm gonna make my own egg rolls. You can either cut up your own cabbage or you could actually buy coleslaw mix. That'll work just as well in a pinch. A much easier way to do it. So I'm gonna cut this kind of funny because I only need, I need about 1.5 cups of it. I forgot to get my cups out, measuring cups. And my spoons. Where are my spoons? There we go. So we'll pull all those things out. So they're here. And it's not an exact science. The mix of ingredients in an egg roll, it's what you like. The ones I had on vacation also had crab in them. But crab being $40 a pound, I decided that we were just going to do shrimp in them today. So, okay, so you can have the wontons and the drink on this menu, okay? You got a panini press and an air fryer. Oh, okay. 2 things I do not have in my kitchen at all.
You've definitely talked about getting a panini press, though.
Yeah, but I think I just want to get, don't want to get one that you have to plug in. I want to get the ones that you just, it's just like the iron, the cast iron that you put on top. Yeah. So that's a cup-ish. We need a little bit more than that.
For some reason, when I think of panini press, I instantly think of Iron Chef. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I'm weird.
True. True. That's true. We need to pull the rotisserie, that rotisserie chicken that she's talking about. That was just reminding me of the fact that we haven't gotten the rotisserie out for a few weeks. Alright, so that was 1.5 cups of red cabbage that I'm putting in mine, but like I said, it doesn't have to be red cabbage, it can just be coleslaw mix if you want. We need, oh, I forgot to put green onions in the consommé. I'm going to do that real quick. I completely skipped over something. I mess up so you don't have to. Good afternoon, Emily. Nice to see you. Hi, hot and ready. I know this apron came from Venom Rex. You probably know him. So he gave it to me. I've actually had it for a while. I wear it off and on. I don't wear it in everything because I've had aprons given to me by many people. So I'm just going to chop that up, and you can see pieces of it going everywhere. But welcome in. Glad to see you guys here. And I'll try to remember to look at the camera and not at the chat when I'm talking to you. I'm out of practice, having been gone for 11 days, not having streamed for 11 days. All right, we're gonna just put those in there. They'll strain out, but they'll give some flavor in there. Okay, and if you're wondering, since you guys just stopped in, we're gonna start making some egg rolls now. And I've got like a consommé-ish thing going here. We're gonna make some egg rolls and some sea bass and a key lime martini and goat cheese wontons. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, bean sprouts.
It sounds really good.
We need about 1/8 cup of bean sprouts. So not very many. I'm actually going to chop them up, otherwise there'll be big chunks of it in our egg rolls, which won't be good. So we'll just kind of rough chop that. And then we want a little bit of celery. All right, hi, Chief Got Mad. Hi, Elser. Good to see you. Hey, I saw you stopped by last Thursday, and I was on vacation. So here's what we're doing today is we're making some things that or some approximation to the things I ate while I was on vacation. All right, so I need about half a stalk of celery. And some of this would be a whole stalk. I'm actually just doing a half recipe here, because otherwise we'd be here the entire stream rolling egg rolls. So you just want to slice that up. Try not to make it fly around the kitchen like me. Or do. I don't do the dishes. It's all good.
You do usually clean the kitchen though.
Yes, and yeah. It's okay. I'm okay. And now I need a green onion for this. And these green onions are very small, so I'm actually going to do a little bit more than one. Are you guys seeing my trash full? Because that's super sexy. Just being able to see my trash. So, yeah. But I'm glad to see you guys in here. And let's see here. Soon, I think after I start getting these egg rolls and get the sauce done, we'll have Robbie start on desserts since it's a drink. Because that'll be fun. You're doing your weekly clean. You want to come over and clean my house? It's actually not too bad, except the kitchen. And I don't even know why the kitchen is dirty, because I got back in town on Sunday and we haven't cooked in the kitchen. Have we? I don't think we have. I think I've made breakfast for myself, and that's about it.
No, there was one meal. You cooked.
Oh, I did. I cooked. What did I cook? I cooked cod. That's what I fixed.
It's a very healthy meal.
Yeah. Trying to be healthy. Whew. Okay, what is our beverage of choice? Good question. It's a key. Since we're doing the flavors of my trip, which was in Florida, we had key lime pie at multiple restaurants because we decided that we were going to see who had the best key lime pie. So we're making a key lime pie martini because I didn't feel like making an entire pie tonight because I've got enough time consuming stuff that we're making. So yes, so exciting. So, okay, I need some garlic and I need to mince it. What? Were you saying something? I'm gonna keep that over here because I know I need it for a couple of other things in a little bit. And is it just one? Yeah, I just need one. And if you're new, that's how you do garlic. If you're gonna mince it, probably should have just gotten the grater out, the micro grater. And after this, we're going to start putting, I gotta put some ginger in there. That I do need to grate into there. Do you want to get me the micro grater? Robbie was very nice. He came over every day while I was out of town, or so he says, to water my plants. They are still alive, so I guess I'll leave them.
Alive.
I guess I could check my Ring doorbell and see if you were here. That's gotta be terrible for kids who want to sneak out now, because now there's like the Ring doorbell and parents can go and check. They can see.
There's no trust anymore.
There's no. I'm surprised like how many parents are like, oh yeah, my kids are in college. So you caught your son the other day. Hi Farah, how are you doing? Glad to see you. All right, we need a little more ginger for the, oh, we don't want to put that in there. We don't want the skin of the ginger in our egg rolls. And again, best way to peel fresh gingers with the side of a spoon and not with a vegetable peeler. So we'll get that in there. And then I'm going to put all the other things in there that aren't vegetables that I have to cut up. So, you know what time you came in, don't lie. I know. But do you keep track of where they are, like with those tracking devices? I don't want some. There is nobody, not even Robbie, that I want to know where I've been every second of the day. Nobody. Does anybody else want somebody else to know where they are every second of the day? Hey, hi Kelsey, welcome. You got the apartment, excellent. Then I will book my flight and come to Seattle for you. So, so you buy dried or in a squeeze bottle. You buy ginger dried or in a squeeze bottle. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay. Awesome. No tracker on you. That's good because I really, unless you've done something where you need to be tracked 24 hours a day, I think it doesn't build trust. So that's my opinion. But, you know, I'm a family therapist, so I see parents doing it to their kids all the time. I see them doing it to each other when there's no reason. I'm like, why are you tracking your husband or why are you tracking your wife? It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but it sounds icky. So there's that. All right. I'm glad that there'll be lots of room for grummy walks. That's awesome. So, are you saying stop that BS to, oh, yes. Because also, I'm sure you've seen that as well, Farah, is that tracking or lie detector test. Like, it's like, if you have to have a lie detector test, is that a relationship you really want? Because
Are we in Meet the Parents now?
I don't know. It's strange. So, anyway, okay. So Aladdin's Girl has again said do another warhead for Kelsey. So
No, you said you were gonna try one.
I know, but I'm trying to cook and taste things right now. You really want me to? Okay, so Kelsey, Aladdin's Girl sent the warheads. I know you know that since you sent them to me. And also, see, I'm sporting my PG pin, and so I will do a warhead for you and for Aladdin's Girl. And I didn't even spend anything for it. So there we go. So there.
Yep.
Oh.
That's the look.
Like morphine beers, like R.I.P. mouth. Yeah. Holy moly.
See, the trick is to have a habanero pepper first.
And I'm going to try and talk and do this at the same time. Half a tablespoon of Robbie's rubbing his stomach, so apparently warheads and habanero peppers
don't play nice.
mix.
They don't play nice.
No. So, okay. I'm using tomato sauce. You can also use soy sauce. Please use low sodium soy sauce if you're going to. If you have problems, you gotta, yeah.
I get it.
Then you sour on them quickly. I see where you're going with that. All right. Tamari sauce tastes just like soy sauce, but doesn't have the gluten in it. So if gluten is an issue for you, use tamari sauce. I'm using any place I can take out gluten and not sacrifice taste. I try to. So half a tablespoon of soy sauce or tamari sauce. This calls for oyster sauce. I don't have any, I'm using fish sauce, but anything that you have that's kind of an umami flavor, so preferably oyster or fish sauce, but you could also do, if you just don't have those, you could use Worcestershire sauce. It's just gonna give it a slightly different flavor. So a half a tablespoon of that. And let's see here, I need, is this one with rice wine? Sesame oil. I got that wrong. Can you guys understand me as I'm chomping on this warhead? Because, you know, habanero is probably what hellfire tastes like. I'm pretty sure Robbie is walking around behind the camera doing this. So, hopefully he, you know, maybe is it a good time to make a martini?
I don't know.
Fair. That's fair. All right, half a teaspoon. All right, all the sour stuff is gone. You got to see me make the face. Okay, whoops. Half a teaspoon of sesame sauce. Sesame sauce. Sesame oil. Sesame oil, and then we want a little bit of sriracha in there, which Robbie had bought for the Wheel of Agony at some point. So, I can't get the top off. You didn't see that. Sriracha. I agree, Emily. It is always a good time to make a martini. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in here. About another half of a teaspoon. I don't want to overpower this. So now I'm just going to mix all this up, all this good shrimp and everything. Hey, JP102192, what can I call you? Or is that what you like to be called, JP102192? Thank you for following. So, hi from Estonia. Hi, return tickets. What's happening in Estonia? We're making sea bass, but right now I'm making shrimp egg rolls. I, for some reason, cannot say that today. I can't say just shrimp egg rolls. I go shrimp egg rolls. I don't know if I'm thinking too much or what. Let me clean this off real quick. Robbie keeps me honest. John is fine. That's easier than JP102192 or JPL. Well, hi John. Thanks for joining us and thanks for following. Okay. Egg rolls. I've got my oil over here starting to heat up. I don't know what temperature it's at yet. We'll give that, we'll check that out. Because I don't want it to get too hot, otherwise the inside doesn't get hot in the egg roll, which we don't want. Woo, that's hot. We'll turn that down a little bit. So here are, I'm not making these shrimp, I'm not making the egg roll wrappers. So today I just bought some pre-made ones. If you're looking for them in your grocery store, you'll most likely find them in the refrigerated section. Occasionally they keep them in the freezer, so you can freeze them if you need be. So we're going to take some of this. I probably should have cut these shrimp. Too late now. These are going to have a lot of shrimp in them. That's a good thing. And some of the filling. And if you've ever made these, but I've never made these by hand before, so we'll see how it goes. I'm assuming you make like a little envelope, and then you kind of roll them over. And then I know I'm going to need some water. To close them up. So anytime you're doing any kind of ravioli or dumplings, because I've done all of those things, you want to put a little water in there along the edges so that it seals, because otherwise when you cook it, whether you're cooking it in a broth or in water or in oil, it'll fall apart. So make sure you do that. So in the produce area, so for me, I found them in the freezer at my grocery store, but yes, in the produce area you can find them, but it'll be in a refrigerated section of the produce area usually. So, all right, we're gonna test this before I make the rest of them and see how that goes. And now I can't find the thing I'm looking for. Okay. I'm also going to get paper towels to drain these on. Okay. Don't pick up cast iron that's been heated with your bare hands. I didn't burn myself. It's not that hot, but it could have been. Now I think I got a little too cold, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We're also going to make our own duck sauce for this, and I'm kind of excited because I've never done this either. But I wanted to try and see what it tastes like, because a lot of times when you get the duck sauce like at the grocery store, they're not as good. They're like overly sweet. So I wanted to try doing that today. So let's see what we can do. Yum, duck sauce. Hi, Jumbo TV. Yes, I love it, and I love it in restaurants, and you can tell the difference between a homemade one and something that comes in like giant bottles and cans and stuff like that. I do not have silicone things to put on my cast iron handles. So one day I did see one of my favorite companies is going to do some handles for cast iron, leather ones for the cast iron pans. So I may order those when they come out. All right, so it's going. It's going. I'm going to have to turn it over because I don't have a whole lot of oil in the pan. Because I have seen them made where they're not just in a deep fryer like floating around. All right, so duck sauce. Let me move my wrapper so I can see what I'm doing. The first thing you want to do is take a couple of tablespoons of sugar and some hot water. So I'm going to get some hot water, which may take forever. Yes.
Could be.
So, I don't know, have you guys, I saw today, and it reminded me because I've got this sugar, the white sugar out. If you're doing stuff for hummingbirds, you only want to mix sugar, white sugar with water, and not honey or maple or anything, because some people trying to be organic and good were doing that, but it doesn't drink right, it doesn't stay liquidy, and so it causes problems with the hummingbirds' tongues really long, and then they can't put their tongue back in their mouth.
Uh-oh.
I know. It's very
Very
sad. I know. Did I just bring the room down?
I just was picturing a hummingbird sticking its tongue out at me.
Let's see here. Do I have, so Dana needs an Amazon wish list. We're working on it. Again, Robbie and I take it one thing at a time, and we try to get one thing done, and then we move on to the next thing. Because I would love that, and I would love to get new gadgets and show you guys like how to use a certain gadget. That'd be fun. All the things at once. I mean, so here's the funny thing. I'm talking about right now, I've got somebody coming over in about this is how long it's taking to get a construction person over here. 2 months before I can even do a consultation so that I can expand my laundry room so I have more room for my kitchen stuff. Still not hot. Not that that's surprising. Okay, the other thing that's going to go in here in the duck sauce is we're going to use some apricot preserves. I'm probably going to regret that because I'm sure I have some in the refrigerator. And then you can use salted plums. Now instead of going and getting the actual salted plums, I got salted plum paste, which is called umeboshi. And if anybody knows how to pronounce that and I got that wrong, please feel free to correct me on that. Okay, so still waiting for my water to get hot. It's not cold anymore, which is good, so we're heading in the right direction. Oh, and I almost forgot this was in here. But it's looking good. Oh, can you hear it now? Now we can hear it. Oh, that's loud. Oh, good. I got the correct pronunciation. Thanks for letting me know, Colony. And I just want to publicly thank you for all the help that you have that you've given this stream. So thank you very much. And what else do I need? I need soy and rice vinegar. This is what I need the rice vinegar for. Is that hot yet? I think I can get these off in here. It's hot. All right, I'm just going to put a couple of tablespoons of that in the sugar because the whole point behind that is just to help dissolve the sugar. All right, so that looks, I don't know, can you see? That looks pretty good, yeah? So I will continue to make those after I make this sauce real quick. And then we will get to goat cheese wontons. So get that sugar dissolved in the water. I know, yum, I'm so excited. So your soul left the body once you learned how to pronounce quinoa? I mean, I'll say it's one of those tough things to pronounce. I probably still get it wrong sometimes. So, oh, this was all supposed to have some of the liquid. Well, we're gonna make it up. Where are my spoons? They're right in front of me. It's been a week, I'm telling you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 3 tablespoons of this, of the apricot. Ooh, chocolate bars from Australia. That sounds good. So, but do you still talk a lot as a therapist, Farah? Because sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Okay. Apricots. So I don't know exactly how much the paste is versus a plum. So we'll just take a guess here. I've never tasted it, so let's taste that. That's salty, and it's a little sour. We'll start to stir that and splatter it all over the place. And then I need a little bit of soy sauce. Again, I'm using tamari. I need about 1/8 of a teaspoon of this, so not very much at all. And then I need a little bit of rice vinegar. I need 1/4 of a teaspoon. So, oh, that was way more vinegar than we needed. You know what, the good news is, Robbie, if this doesn't turn out, I actually bought some sweet chili sauce that we can use. So not quite duck sauce, but similar. All right, I'm gonna let you stir that until all the lumps are out, and I'm gonna start making egg rolls. Because he put his apron on. If he hadn't put his apron on, I probably would have said you're not working today, but he did put his apron on.
Information I could have used earlier.
I know, but then I wouldn't have you to help me in the kitchen. So I wasn't going to correct you after you put the apron on.
Well, I'm happy to help.
I know you are. He's also happy to help eat.
Definitely. When does that start?
So when does that? Soon we can start. We can try the egg rolls in a little bit here while I'm fixing other stuff. All right. Oops, I have 2 wrappers here. We don't want that. I do believe there was a supervisor who probably told you that. I've seen all sorts of bad supervision in therapy. So let's see. You don't like, do you not like almonds in your chocolate? I love almonds in my chocolate.
We can take them or leave them.
You could take them or leave them?
Mm-hmm.
I was really asking Aladdin's girl, because she's the one who posted that. Tim Tams, what are Tim Tams? Okay, I haven't had those. We'll just keep making these. I have to tell you, this one restaurant we went to, and it's decided not to attempt this tonight because it would be something really outside of my expertise, so I'll have to practice before we go on with it. But was grilled octopus, but it was like Korean seasonings. Oh my gosh, it was so good and so tender. And I'm always afraid I'm going to try and make octopus and it's going to be all chewy and gross, because that kind of octopus is not good at all. I think my egg roll looks pretty good for my first attempt at ever making one.
It does.
I think these next ones have not, I'm not paying quite as much attention to them, so they're not quite as nice. But we'll get that. It's like chocolate, but better. How? Oh, you're allergic to nuts. Well, then that makes sense why you wouldn't want to have them. So, it's like chocolate, but better. Did you hear that, Robbie? It's like chocolate, these Tim Tams.
Oh.
Like chocolate, but better.
You have my attention.
See, I think this is still a little hot. They're cooking a little faster than I want. So we'll just do this until we have all of our things. Yes, I've watched. We've actually rated her
Couple times.
Couple times. We've rated Miss Molly Makes. Yeah. Hey, Joe Carpe. How are you? Welcome. I don't think I've seen your name in here before, but welcome. We always like new people. We are making shrimp egg rolls at the moment. And from here, I'm going to go make crab wontons, but not like the fried crab wontons. These are going to be cooked to go in a broth. See? That looks good.
See, now you're just showing off.
I mean, I like it when I make something for the first time and it comes out good.
So you just kind of like do this?
That's Robbie's over there going, I'm not doing that.
You just
Because that just leads to disaster later on. So, anyway. The oil's hot, so I am not going to just drop stuff in there. I mean, seriously, that's pretty good for the first
Pretty
time.
good.
Now this is going to get added to the fried ravioli I got to make at Christmas, I bet. Yes, no?
Well, they look good. We still have to taste them.
It's true, we do have to taste them.
Because usually, or not usually, sometimes it's the other way around where it may not look all that great,
But it tastes
but it
really
tastes
good.
really good, which is
Yeah.
the important part.
I agree, it is the important part. Okay, this is our last one. But I would recommend if you're doing it, it might be easier to roll these up. Like in spring rolls, I always keep the shrimp whole because you can kind of see them and it's prettier. But for these, I might chop the shrimp up into 2 or 3 big pieces to make it a little bit easier. Yeah. Hi, North Chunks. I should ask her, Miss Molly, about Tim Tam Slam. All right. So I'll have to get in so I can be part of this conversation and talk intelligently about it. Right now, just concentrate. Now this is a big egg roll. I'll put a lot of stuff in that one. And I know Robbie wants one of those probably right now. Look at all of the egg roll wraps I'm going to have to use in the next week or so.
I think my taste buds are back online.
Are they? You ready to taste
Now that
this stuff?
it's been close to an hour.
Where did you put the sauce over here? Okay. Ask her about Milo. Okay. I can do that. All right, so there's our Dutch sauce. Did you taste it? That was pretty good. Our egg rolls are making a lot
It's so
of
angry.
noise. Well, clearly there must have been some of the liquid in that one, and so it's kind of coming out. Because that's what happens when liquid hits oil. Yep. You guys are talking about all that good Aussie stuff, so I'll have to get on, try that. All right, while this last one is, I'll tell you what. You already washed it.
Mm-hmm. You are ready to go.
I am ready to go. That is awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this one thing, because if I try to do 2 things at once, I will mess both of them up. I think the oil wasn't hot enough either. I probably should have waited.
Give it a little bit of time to recover the clean egg roll.
Yeah.
Think back away.
That just fit with my forehead. So that's fine. Otis is out. Are they both behaving?
Because the other one's outside, yeah.
Okay. So Rocky is outside, so Otis was allowed to leave his space. It's safe. This is making...
Sure.
Sorry, buddy.
Sure.
Sorry, bud. You don't stand behind me. Woo!
Who knew you needed a face shield for this?
Ow. That hurts. All right, you ready? You want to try that? Are you hungry?
Yes and yes.
Okay, you're going to have to take a picture though.
Okay.
Before you can eat it.
I can do that real quick.
This is what we do after we're off the air, is we take all the food and go and take pictures of it. But I'm going to do this one right now. See, I don't know that shrimp is all the way cooked. You know what I mean? I don't think it was in there long enough. We may need to stick these in the oven. But we'll take a picture of it, but we're going to stick them in the oven. So make sure that your shrimp gets cooked when you're doing that in here. And what's great about egg rolls is they're actually really easy to freeze. So freeze them and then you can stick them in the oven to heat them up. But we're going to put these in the oven so the shrimp finishes cooking, because it's only about halfway cooked.
It's like a
Which would not be yummy at all. Huh?
baking sheet.
Yeah. Baking sheet is good. We'll stick this over here for now. and we will get started on our crab wontons. So, I kind of wish I was making Aussie food because then it would all fit with what's going on in chat. But we're not. We're doing the flavors of the Florida restaurants that I went to.
Future stream.
Future stream. Banana quick. I mean, banana and chocolate. I guess that would be good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Is Milo like a chocolate drink? Is that what it is? Because that's what it's sounding like from me listening to you guys. All right, I'm gonna taste this too. It's good. It's actually really good. Probably needs a little salt, but we'll get there. All right. This again is one of those things that's pretty easy to do. I'm going to put them in. It's supposed to be in here because it's supposed to kind of get to a more liquidy kind of form for it. And so we're going to use some goat cheese. And also, I accidentally grabbed some sheep cheese, so we're actually doing goat and sheep cheese in this one. This is about 8 ounces. It's not about 8 ounces, it's 8 ounces. Because there's 4 ounces of goat cheese, and then this is like since our consommé has orange in it, I decided to get one of them that has like an orange marmalade in the cheese. I thought that might be interesting. Oh, I ran over to the trash can. Why did I do that? And then we're going to take kefir. So if you've never had this before, it's kind of, it's milk, but it got probiotics and stuff in it. It's super tangy. So it's not quite the same thing as buttermilk, but it kind of has that same tang. I think you could probably substitute this and buttermilk pretty equally.
Are you sure you're just not making up words again?
It's on this bottle. We don't need a lot. I love goat cheese, and I'm in the, sorry you don't like the goat cheese, Aladdin's girl. You could do this with some other cheese, but I think I'm pretty excited about this because when we were eating the sea bass, this added just enough tang to the rich sauce in the sea bass. Not enough to overpower the flavor of the sea bass, but and Robbie loves goat cheese, and I love goat cheese. We're going to do an egg in here. And when I post this, this is a half a recipe that I'm doing here. This is a medium egg. There'll only be 1 egg on the recipe, but it'll be extra large. But because it's just Robbie and I, and again, assembly takes so long on some of these things, I'm just doing a half a recipe, but the one you see online, whenever I get around to posting stuff, will be a whole recipe on there.
Soon you should be getting better, having more time.
I should, because my teacher training is almost over. And where's my flour? Here it is. I do want a little bit of a flour in here, which I actually think is maybe a little strange, but we'll see how that turns out. I've modified this recipe a little bit, but I didn't want to modify it too much. This is when I get more time to play in the kitchen, then I can make things more my own. So I'm putting a little bit less than about 1/4 of a cup in there. And then lastly, I need to put some Parmesan cheese in there. Do I still have mine? I do. And I don't mind if a little of the ginger flavor makes it in there because it's going to go in the broth with the ginger anyway. You like how I'm measuring this?
Very precise.
I'm going to guess when I hit 1/4 cup. because I'm also going to guess it's not going to matter too terribly much on that.
What did you want the oven at for the egg rolls?
350.
Okay, that's what it said.
Okay.
Still waiting.
Again, this used to drive my mother nuts because I kind of go, I'll try this. And my mom was really a recipe follower.
You can't do that.
And she would make adjustments, but she always wrote the adjustments down. And later I'd be like, I know I did something different. What was it? So actually the online part will really help because I have to that's what I was afraid of, that there's not enough liquid in there. Well, we'll put a little bit more of this because this won't take away from the tang of the goat cheese because it's pretty tangy. But we need enough liquid. That's not working. This is going to take a little bit of finesse, some elbow grease. So.
Don't worry, Rocky's here to help now.
Excellent.
Getting there. Blender.
Do you want to, while I'm messing with this, do you want to, does anybody want dog cam? I have infinity points for the channel. I can activate puppy cam. We can see what the dogs are doing. That might be more interesting or not. I don't know. Oh, Narf Chunks did activate puppy cam.
All right.
All right. There you go. You get to take that one instead of seeing my arm. Flour so much in there, but we'll see. It tastes good. All right, I think that's enough. We'll do. And then I'm going to add some chives and kind of fold that into that. Where'd my knife go? So what's up with you guys? I know Aladdin's girl got some new kitchen gadgets. What else? What's the good news from you guys this week? I mean, I spent time on the beach. Time also dealing with some other stuff.
I've had a fun week at work.
I think that's facetious.
A little bit.
A little bit facetious.
But we're having fun on a cooking stream now, so that is way in the past.
I know. Robbie left work early. He's like, I'm done for the day. Come to the cooking stream. So I want to do probably a few more chives than this. I want about 1/4 cup of them.
310 is close enough, right? We can get this going.
Sure. They look good. They just need to finish cooking. Mad Marky, hi there. We have two kinds of dogs here. So my old man, he's 14 years old. His name is Otis Cleveland. He's a full-bred AKC Bichon Frise. And his name at the AKCA is Otis Cleveland. And then the other is a Maltipoo that I got from my neighbors who decided they were too busy for a puppy. So he is about a year old, and he's a pain. While I was on vacation, on my first day of vacation, actually before I even went on vacation, the first day I took him there, they called me to say, oh, he's having some problems. And then the second day they called me to say, today is his last day here. And I'm like, I'm in Florida, I don't know what you want me to do about that. And they're like, oh, no, he can stay, but this is the last time he's gonna stay with us. And I was like, well, that sucks. So now I'm having to get a trainer so we can train him to be at the kennel, and because he does really well with things like agility, and if you've got a treat, he'll do just about anything. But apparently, he did not do well there. So that's really gonna suck. But hopefully, working with the trainer before the stream on a Sunday will be good. So yeah, oh no, that was fun. And now he's being good, but why he couldn't be good while he was, you know, someplace else, I don't know. Hey, you wanna help me?
Yes.
That is the correct answer.
What do I win? Food?
Warhead, an extremely sour warhead.
I'll have my reward later then. Whoa.
I'm sorry, I got goat cheese on you. If I do it this way, will that be better?
I don't know, I can't see now.
You just have to trust me now. So this is going to be the inside of our wonton. Tastes pretty good. And it's not, again, it's not a fried wonton. It's going to go in the broth. So I think I turned the oil off.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
It is cooling down.
Yes. Slowly. It's cast iron. Alrighty. There we go. Did you taste it? Not yet.
I'm still holding.
So I'm going to use this kind of like, anybody else ever use this when you're doing fillings? Like for deviled eggs and you just cut the corner off? I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator for a minute while I get the wonton wrappers ready. So I also bought these. I did buy the stuff to make the wonton wrappers, and I decided against it. I decided it's been a long week, so let's just go get wonton wrappers instead.
How long do you think they need to be
I don't know, you'll have to check them. I have no idea. Whew. All right, so before I get started on that, I'm actually gonna take my soup consommé stuff and strain it. So let's do that. I need to get the chinois. Where do I have it?
I think it's under the stove.
Okay.
I think. Is it back there somewhere?
I don't know, you put it away. There it is. Noise. Dana's looking for stuff.
Ta-da!
There's my chinois. And then I need, somewhere in here, I have, if you guys watch Alton Brown, that's about what my pantry looks like right now.
But fewer moths.
I have fewer moths than Alton Brown in my pantry. That is to say, I have none. I really like you got that gift. What did it say? It was Moth City or Mothville or
Chamber of Moths.
Chamber of Moths. Right. Okay. And even though this has a pretty tight weave, this will double up and get all of the stuff out of there. So we'll get a consommé-ish kind of thing, but not really done in that consommé process. And now I need something to put it in. That would be good. We'll put it in this bowl. And see how that goes. Da 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 da. What am I? Oh, well, since it's not a real oven that he puts his camera in, probably never. But look, I'm using the chinois because I'm pretty sure you gave that to me a couple of Christmases ago. And here it is on the stream. It's famous. So, I could put one in the refrigerator.
That would be okay.
The pantry would be okay once I clean it out. But at his house, he does not have those things. So I'm just trying to get all that liquid out. We don't need a lot because it's just going on the bottom as the base for the sea bass. But I don't know, you know, before it was really, it's still really cloudy. So again, it's not a consommé, but I kind of cheated. That's why I put it in quotation marks when I put it online. Put that back in here because that's what we're going to cook the wontons in when we're done. Lots of dishes for Robbie. Woohoo! He's missed that this last week. He told me that he really, really missed doing dishes this week.
Which variant of me were you talking to? Because it wasn't me.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to ask Loki which variant. I did watch this week Aladdin's Girl. I did watch. We didn't get to watch it live. It was on live in the house, but there was a lot of commotion going on. So we sat down with a beverage after we were done cleaning the kitchen and watched. Okay, ideally, I would put this in the refrigerator for probably an hour or so it wouldn't be so runny. But again, you want to wet the sides of your wonton wrapper so that they stick together. And we're just going to put a little bit in there. And then just fold it over this way. So I'm not making it look like a fried wonton or anything. I just want these nice little triangles because that's the way it was in my plate. Does it look like they're done?
The one that was cut in half definitely was.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll try it and see.
Yeah, I think we're good.
But I think what I learned there is I don't want the oil quite as hot as it was so that it doesn't brown so fast so that the shrimp cooks. Or maybe I'll cook the shrimp ahead of time. But it didn't ask for that. You didn't see me do that. Whew. This is so much easier. I bet you can make, oh yeah, looks good. That looks good. So there's the sauce over there. Maybe you can feed me some after you have some. You eat first. I know you're hungry. You see how this is really, really runny?
Do we need to get them for later?
No. The Scabs pillow is very cute. If you don't watch Alton Brown, he has a rescue dog, and if you see pictures of her beforehand, she was in very bad shape. She didn't have any fur. She had scabs all over her body, so they named her Scabigail, and she's so cute. And she has one eye that's blue, and the other eye is what, brown?
I think so.
I promise if you're at my house eating, I don't do this when I cook the food. I do this because it's just me and Robbie and he doesn't care. I don't think he cares. I didn't ask him. I'm just assuming. And that's okay. Is it hot?
They're hot.
Yes. Well, they did just come out of the oven.
Woo.
I like to use these plastic bags when I'm making deviled eggs. Don't say anything. Don't say it. Robbie's just over there shaking his head at me. It's okay. I am okay with that. One night we'll have to do ravioli. This is what this reminds me of. Just when we do ravioli. And our ravioli is good. It is good, 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 good. Ninja puppy. Uh-oh, what is my ninja puppy doing? Was he up on his hind legs looking at everything? Hi, Steph Muffin. Oh, subscribed with Prime. Oh, we get to do the Wheel of Agony. Thank you so very much. So you get to choose who gets to spin the Wheel of Agony. Is it me or is it Robbie? I wish it could be Rocky, but he's probably not allowed to have peppers. Oh, you put this right next to me so I didn't have to go over there. Okay, I'm gonna taste this. How are they? Robbie's like this over there. That's pretty good.
They're good. The sauce is good.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's good. I'll add that to the Christmas Eve menu. Along with toasted ravioli. So, well, see, it's not our choice because now we'll have to just play rock, paper, scissors. But that's fine. We can, the choice is for us to play rock, paper, scissors. You may not have an egg roll. And now I have egg roll in my teeth. Okay.
I'm 4.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm 4.
Okay.
Oh!
You're 5.
You know what that means? We both have to spin the wheel.
Well, we
So-
both have to do what it says anyway.
Right.
I'll let you spin.
I won't put
Right.
it on the
I have
table.
stuff in my teeth. Hang on.
All right, I'll spin.
I'll spin it.
All right. Habanero. Why? You may not spin for us anymore.
We'll do half and half then.
What do you mean half and half? Half of a
Half-
habanero?
half and half.
Here, I'll pick the larger habanero and we'll split it. All right. Here we go. He's so good at spinning that wheel. Oh, he's got the knife over here. I still haven't even taken the sea bass out yet. But we're almost there. We're almost there. There you go.
Ready?
Yep. Oh. I don't have my drink ready. Oh.
You should try it with the other thing.
Warhead? Oh. We torture ourselves like this just for you because we love you guys so much.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you so much for this. Oh my gosh.
That kind of keeps sneaking up on you.
All right, do you have the hiccups?
Oh yeah, it's coming.
I know I'm not going to buy any Carolina Reapers. I would literally Robbie might be able to do a Carolina Reaper, but there's no way I could.
Woo!
I hope I can taste the delicate sea bass. My lips are burning.
I can't even tell if the rolls are hot anymore. It's just all fire.
But thank you so much, Steph Muffin. Really. I mean, Robbie did it to me earlier, so, you know. If you want to subscribe but you don't like seeing people hurt themselves, we can just do the warheads.
Or we can give the puppies treats, or...
That seems like cheating, but we could. Well, you want the puppies to have treats instead of us spinning the wheel? We'll do that.
We can be talked into that.
Maybe that should be something on the wheel anyway. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make just a couple more of these because we don't need a whole lot of them. And then I can make the rest later. Robbie's left the room. I don't know where he's gone. Oh my gosh, that is still burning my mouth. Woo! And that was only half of one. I don't think I've ever drank so much half and half in my life. Put it in my coffee. Whew. Robbie has the same look on his face over there.
I'll borrow that. What was that?
Oh, so Subverbal Subversion gifted a sub to Narf Chunks. Thank you, Farah. Are you choosing somebody to, I'm looking over here. You're over here. Are you choosing somebody to spin the wheel?
Or would you like the puppies to have treats? They're salmon.
Yes, the puppies have salmon treats. Oops.
Oh dear. She
What'd you
likes
say?
it when people hurt them.
Yeah. Is it going to be Robbie? Is it going to be Robbie? Because I need to be able to taste things.
I mean, I've already done 4 spins tonight. Just saying.
Yeah, but one of them was a salsa dance. And one of them was a
Thank goodness.
extra sour warhead. Oh, okay, hang on. I got to be off camera. Because runny noses are not appetizing.
No?
Nope. Holy cow, that was a really spicy one. Those of you who called us wimps for some of our choices on there before.
So Dana's spinning, is that what I'm hearing? Seeing?
Keep it going. Oh, gift it to someone else? Gift what to somebody else? I'm confused. My brain is on fire at the moment, so it's pretty foggy. This is a mess over here, man. Okay. I'm going to eat another egg, half of my egg roll. And clean some of this up so I can make the sea bass. I don't want to forget all the stuff for it. And I do want to cut this up because I want to supreme the orange. This isn't a very juicy orange. But I do appreciate you running to the grocery store and getting it. But we're going to work on how to buy citrus.
I need instructions.
Mm-hmm. So, thank you, Farrah. So, what was your final thing? You want to keep it going, give it to someone else? What are we giving to someone else? What are we keeping going? Like I said, I'm confused because my brain is not working now. Here's my sea bass. I have another pan over there, but I can't figure out why. Oh, the broccolini. Now I remember. All right. Can I pick this up now? I think I can. I'm running out of room, Robbie. You're welcome. So many dishes.
That's a bad sign for dishes.
So all I'm going to do in this pot is I've got some broccolini for our dish, and so I'm just going to sit it in here and let it cook so it's not raw, basically. So here's my broccolini, which is really pretty. I'm going to chop off these dry ends here, and I keep losing the knife. So yeah, so knife chunks or Farrah, somebody can choose who's going to do the whole wheel spinning, or we'll just do warheads, or we'll give the puppies some salmon treats. So whatever you want. All right, when I do the sea bass, I'm gonna keep it super simple since we've got a lot of flavors already. And I'm gonna do a little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna do ghee. And if you're not familiar with ghee, it's clarified butter. You can make it yourself by buying butter. Trader Joe's and Costco have it pretty cheap, though. Sometimes in the grocery store it can get pricey. And the reason why you sometimes want to use that, especially if you're doing meat, excuse me, sorry, I'm doing jalapeno. I'm still not firing on all cylinders. It has a higher smoke point, so it's not going to brown or burn as fast as butter that still has all the milk fat solids in it. So we're going to use that as well, and with our sea bass, and it has the flavor of butter, so it's really nice. So I don't, you know, Aladdin's girl, it's nice. I don't always know what goes on in Farrah's head, but that's okay.
I was gonna say, is that a good thing?
It's probably a good thing. She's a super cool human being, but just like nobody probably wants to be in my head either. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
But if you like kittens, she fosters kittens, and she has the best names for her kittens, the best. So, Farrah, if you are still there, did you get to keep your one-eared kitten? Yes, Rat Zombie, that's what these are right here. So we only made a few of them because we've also got sea bass and some other stuff going on. But these are flavors from my vacation. And my favorite meal was sea bass in an orange ginger consommé with goat cheese wontons. It was so amazing. And then for dessert we had key lime pie, but we also had a bread pudding made, a bourbon bread pudding, but it was made with croissants instead of regular bread, and that was like to die for as well. So, yep. So, stuffed muffin. Okay, so I was explaining this earlier. A consommé, this is not really a consommé because I didn't make it in the consommé process. Because it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. But when you see broth, it's usually kind of murky, right? So it's not real clear. And so consommé is the act of kind of clarifying that broth so it's super clear. And you see that in like high-end restaurants a lot of times, that they'll do a consommé. So what they do is they take egg whites and meat. So if you're trying to make a pork broth, you use pork. If you're trying to make a beef broth, you use beef. Chicken broth. You get the picture. And then you grind that up with the vegetables and the seasonings you want in it. And you grind it up like in a food processor or in a food grinder. And then you cook it till it boils, until you start to see things floating. And you want everything to float to you want all of those solids to float to the top. And then you make a well in the middle, and you keep spooning that broth through the vegetable, meat, egg mixture. And what it does is it filters out all that murkiness, so you're just left with the clear soup. And so it's super cool, but I had a lot of assembly things going on today, so it would have been hard to keep doing that. So I'll have to plan that on a night that I'm gonna make him stand here and do that. He's so excited too. He did this behind the camera.
Which I've been told is a creepy smile for some reason.
So is it a sauce? So no, usually it's a soup. It's served as a soup, like with a spoon and everything. Or sometimes, like the way I'm doing it is I put it at the bottom, and I'm gonna put the sea bass and the broccolini on top of it. So thank you, Narv Chunks, for gifting a sub to, let's see who got it, Fuzzy Onion. So I guess Fuzzy Onion, is they there? Huh?
Narf Chunks. Whichever.
It's a Narf Chunk. Yeah, Narf Chunk.
As far as who gets to pick.
No, Narf Chunks gets to pick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Farrah to pick. So, Narf Chunks, what are we doing? What are we doing with that sub? Robbie was over there doing this. And I was like, what are you doing? So, I don't know. So, what would you like? Do you want us to spin the wheel? Do you want to give a treat to the dogs? Do you want just one of us to do one of the sour warheads? Your choice. I'm looking for my lips. It's not quite the right lid, it's fine.
Close enough.
It's close enough. All right, olive oil, ghee. I'm going to actually dry the fish.
Yay, puppy treats.
Puppy treats. How about puppy cam with the puppy treats?
I can probably arrange that. I'll even switch cameras
Woohoo!
since it was a sub.
All right. Your mom is saying spin the wheel.
Ugh.
That's good. It's always good to know that your mom wants you to spin the wheel.
Hey, you get one. Here, we'll give you guys.
Can make them do anything. Make them do something for it.
Be cute.
Be cute.
Be cute. Good job. Good job, puppies. Good job.
Can you make him wait? Because it's really funny when he has to wait. Here, watch. Here we go. Over here. Over here. Come here. Over here. Sit. Hey, wait. 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 Good boy. Almost. There you go. Otis is 14. He doesn't have to wait for anything.
He doesn't have time.
He may expire before then. Okay, so in here I've got some olive oil and some ghee. I'm really simply just going to do salt and pepper on this. Robbie?
Don't worry, I think the other one's almost empty too.
Excellent. And you always want to dry your meat off before you put it in the pan if you're trying to brown it. Otherwise it doesn't really brown. It just gets gray. And here, I'll stick my fish hands in there. Is that going? That is going. And so we're going to start skin side down. That's the sound we want to hear. Some applause. And then we will, I'm going to wash my hands. I have fish all over my hands. There sure is a lot of stuff on the counter. And Robbie does not get to eat this way every night. As a matter of fact, usually on Fridays, I'm like, yeah, we're going out.
It makes sense. It's a lot of work cooking stream nights.
Yeah. Mondays is usually, yeah, we're having leftovers. So.
And that's a win for me because it means no dishes.
Yeah. So both of us are cute when we eat hot peppers, Joyce. All right, so we're gonna let that sit and we're gonna let that cook. And meanwhile, I'm gonna stick these into our broth over here so they can cook in the broth. And like I said, if you're ever making these, stick this in the refrigerator for like an hour so it has more of a cheese, like a thicker consistency to it. I'm going to stick it in there so that I can do that later. And then, I don't need that anymore because my mouth is no longer on fire.
We don't appreciate that enough when your mouth isn't on fire. I appreciate that a lot more these days.
I mean, again, I was going to spin the wheel. It was always going to be me, but you're the one who started going, or me. So I thought you really wanted peppers.
I mean, they're kind of spicy.
Oh, I did need to cut more. That's what I was doing. So what I am going to do over here, I need this. And I'm going to get a different knife. I'm going to get this knife. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to supreme this. And do you want me to take this? Do you want me to give you a couple of key limes? Because Robbie has not made our martinis yet.
Oh, I thought it was for dessert.
Well, you can eat dessert anytime you want. Now I just set that on its side. It didn't get turned over. We'll have to wait till that unsticks now. Oh well. And my friend doesn't like fish skin. I was always surprised. I think it's great. So if you don't know what supreming an orange is, you're kind of doing what I do right here. It's been a while. I think I tried to do it the other day and it didn't turn out very well. And we're just going to cut out in between all that that white stuff that's in between the slices. So we get these nice little orange shapes. I mean, they should be nice looking. It's just kind of sad. They'll taste the same. I'm watching everything, making sure we don't burn anything. And we're going to try, fish is one of those things I don't have a lot of confidence in when I cook. I'm working on it because I didn't grow up eating fish at all. So I did not learn how to cook fish from anybody in my family because nobody in my family really ate fish. So it's something along the way I've had to learn. I didn't even really like fish just because nobody else did, and I thought you weren't supposed to like fish, and I thought people who liked fish were stupid. So, yes, the crispy skin on that fish. So now let's get that back over on the side it's supposed to be on. And these are about 6-ounce fillets here. very fresh. Or as fresh as they can be in Texas. But we're almost there. Okay, so Robbie's making a key lime martini. You were gonna need, does that recipe have the half and half in it?
Heavy cream.
We'll do the half and half. Oh, so before you put them in the glasses, okay.
Pineapple juice and key lime juice.
Yes, I will get that for you. So Robbie's making us a key lime martini, and there's a couple of tricks to it. You want some pineapple juice in it. I found in playing with the recipes, pineapple juice is really good. A little bit of that gives it that sweet taste like the pie has. And then key lime juice, because I decided not to try and juice key limes. But I am going to cut these and give us little key lime slices on our rim. And then, oh, this has lots of, I don't want to overcook the fish too. I'm trying to do too many things at once too. Ooh, that's probably looks good. And you definitely don't want to overcook fish because it's not good at all. So before you put that stuff in the glasses, I want to put the graham crackers on it. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I've got a little bit of the vanilla vodka because we're using vanilla vodka, key lime juice, pineapple juice, and a little bit of half and half in our drink. I'm going to take those off before I ruin them because you don't want to ruin the sea bass, right? And we'll do a little bit of that. We'll put a little bit of that graham cracker crust on there like you get on a key lime pie. And that is much better than when I put the sugar rim on the Dijon Frisé cocktails. Because yes. Yes, oh yeah. And I made simple syrup for it. Right here. It's that big bottle.
This thing?
Yep. So while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and plate this up before the fish gets overcooked. You would think I would have all the spoons in the right place. Hey, get down. So I'm going to take a couple pieces. Can you guys see what I'm doing? You can. Okay. Of the broccolini. Here's your garnishes too. Do you see how I'm trying to do 3 things at once? This is why sometimes things are disastrous for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the fish in there. Which I didn't baste because I was too busy doing other things. But don't be like me, don't be busy doing multiple things. I just live this way. I live this way doing multiple things. Robbie can attest to that. And then we're just going to put some of this in the bottom of the bowl. And that looks pretty good. It's not as clear as a consommé, but it's definitely clearer than it was before I strained it. And then we're going to put some wontons in there. This looks good. It smells so good. Patty melt? Oh. Oh, you're talking to, I get it, you're talking to Tricky McGee. Who's have patty melts are awesome. I love patty melts. I'm trying to be gentle with these wontons so that they look pretty. All right, I like this one. Let's take a picture of this one over here. Because this other one, mine, with the smaller thing of sea bass, what is still on? I'm very bad at taking things off of the stove. All right, so this, here, hang on. I'm gonna pick the one. You gotta have pretty pictures to put on Instagram,
On the
right?
grams. You gotta gram it.
Yeah. All right, I think this one's good. Look at how crispy that skin is. Very good.
Very
I'm
nice.
touching Robbie's fish skin. I'm sorry. How about real forks? And then, see, look at this. See, it even looks like, so what's great about this is it's got that cream in it, and if you use a heavy cream, you'll probably get even thicker top. So it really gives you that look of what a real key lime pie looks like. Because key lime pies, if they are neon green, it is not a true key lime pie. True, oh my gosh, those peppers still coming up for me. A true key lime pie has a nice yellowy, just with a little hint of green in it. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot to put the orange in here. I need to take another picture. I would take the picture, but this is my phone,
It's
my
your family.
camera. Woo! I haven't even had anything to drink
Are
yet.
you sure?
I am positive. I've been busy. So we have been trying to invent smell-o-vision. We talk about it all the time. We've actually done nothing towards creating it, but it would be nice. We wish we had taste-o-vision so you could taste it too. So, okay, are you ready to taste your food?
Oh, I get to eat. I
This is
had my
really good.
dessert drink.
You know what? You can have dessert first. My friend Tracy loves wine. If you ever see her in here, she used to date somebody, and he always ordered dessert first, all the time.
We did that with Ted Drew's
Mm-hmm.
in St. Louis.
Oh, I love sea bass. Sea bass is one of my favorite things. I mean, you're the one who said we look so cute eating peppers, Joyce. So,
It's nice and crispy.
I know, isn't it? It's awesome. I love some good sea bass. All right, now I have to try this wonton and see if it approximates what I had in Waterfront. That's pretty dang close. That's pretty dang close. I think the broth that I've got in here needs to be an actual consommé with no tomato sauce, but I think that if I kept the orange juice and the ginger and the beef broth, it would be pretty close to what I had there. So I know exactly, Lattice Girl. So when I grew up, the object of dinner was not to eat until you were no longer hungry. The object of dinner was to eat it all so you could have dessert. Because if we didn't eat all of our dinner, we didn't get dessert. Thus, my body type. Because I was in my 20s before I figured out that I did not know when I was no longer hungry. It was crazy.
My grandmother had ice cream every night, and she made it to 99.
I know. I'm with you.
So dessert sounds like a winner to me.
I think if you eat balanced overall, you can certainly have your indulgences. Life is short. Eat dessert first. So, but this is really good. All right. You guys got anything left you want to shout out? Good news?
What are you doing on Sunday?
Ooh, good question. So it is hatch chili season. And I love hatch chili season. And so Sunday is going to be all about hatch peppers. I haven't decided on the menu completely yet, but I do want to ask you this question, so weigh in here. Everything is going to have hatch chili peppers in it, including dessert. So I picked 3 things I can do. I can do either hatch chocolate chip cookies, I can do a hatch peach cobbler, or a hatch apple galette. Or galette. So which of those would you prefer to see us make here in the kitchen on Sunday? So I see cobbler. Burgers is not dessert, Aladdin's girl. We're talking about dessert. I got stuff stuck in my teeth again. Robbie and I are still going through. I've got several recipes. Burgers is on that short list of things. Cobbler. So we're talking peach hatch cobbler then. All right. I don't see anybody else voting for anything else, so that's what we'll do. And it's good because it's still peach season, so we should get some good peaches in that. And I know I can make peach cobbler because I've done that on the stream. So, all right, are you looking for some place for us to go?
Yeah, we'll go to Kitchen Confidence.
Huh?
Kitchen Confidence.
Okay, we're gonna head over. We're gonna raid Kitchen Confidence. If you guys haven't been in his stream yet, I love him because he's teaching a lot of really good techniques, and he is from Cordon Bleu as opposed to me, who is a home cook, who has just kind of taught herself everything other than what she learned from mom and grandma. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head over to Kitchen Confidence. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for the subs and the follows, and thank you for being here and keeping me company. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on Sunday for spicy time.
All right, thanks guys.